Hello, everybody, and welcome to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. And hey, it's because we want to give you enough time to get your bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the drive-thru, is we give you live free sports picks for the primetime games and deliver those winners are our professional handicappers at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plus. Let's take a look at who will be on the show for today. All right, we got James Clark join us. Ninos, number one NBA, and then number one NHL on the show. Chris Ruffolo, Alex Smart in the center square. Tony Brown, number one in 2021. We've got McMordie with us, and Ron Zawacki, and Shane Miccol returns here. He's going to give us an NFL draft prop, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's take a look at how they'll line up for today. We've got Smart, McMordie, Brown, Zawacki, Mickle, Ninos, Ruffalo, Clark, and then I will close this one up. All right, Chris, how did the early baseball go for you?
I took a pass on the early baseball, but I was just hyping myself up because it's draft day, Tony. I'm excited, new era for a lot of these young college football players. But I'm ready to see how it's going. Did you take any action today?
Yeah, that Seattle Mariners with a good bounce back, got a good bullpen performance and really good defense there to close out that game as the Astros were trying to threaten that ninth inning. They closed it out nicely there. And, of course, the Orioles coming with that run in the ninth there after the Yankees tied it up. Was pretty impressive there for Baltimore as the Yankees continue their struggles at the plate and, of course, hitting right-handers. All right, let's go ahead and get started here with the show. And we're going to go ahead and welcome Alex Smart here. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's moving up the rankings. You'll find him there on the leaderboards. Alex, how's it going?
Good. How's everything with you?
Everything going great, going great. All right, you're going to look here at Game 2 here between the White Sox and Tigers. White Sox laying $1.35. Total sits here at 6-8 Eastern Time. Should start as they're playing Game 1 right now. This will be a 7-inning game. How do you see this one?
You know what? Yes, we've got a low total here, and I think a lot of people might be looking at the over, but I'm still looking at the under. It's just one of those games that sort of racks up here. It's the second of these back-to-backs today, and really, to tell you the truth, from what I can see, I think Boyd's going to be really hard to hit against this White Sox line. Is going to have a hard time with Boyd, and Cease has pitched his best ball in his career against the Tigers, and he's actually 5-0 in his career against the Tigers. I think he has 9 career wins, 5 of them against the Tigers. So I'm looking at an under. I'm looking at pitchers duel. I'm looking for both pitchers to go fairly deep here today.
All right, we're looking here in a 7-inning game for the starters to go deep in this game. That's what you get, Chris, here in these in these 7-inning games. If you got 2 pretty good starting pitchers, you can write that under and then probably just get right to the closer.
Yeah, I mean, look what happened with Arizona the other day. We had Madison Bumgarner who had the no-hitter that wasn't. I mean, I think that's just a testament to what you see in these 7-inning games. It allows the starter to go deeper into the game. You don't have to rely on the bullpen as much, and if you have a quality starter like Cease, who, like Alex said, has dominated the Tigers in his career, you could have a 2-1 game by the end of it. So I like the under here as well.
All right, agreement here on the under 6 here. And I looked at that angle a lot last year in these 7-inning games. If you got really good frontline pitching, that under was really, really in play here. Under 6, Game 2 of the doubleheader, Indians-White Sox, about 8 p.m. Eastern Time. MLB extra innings pass. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. We got the NBA. We got some baseball up there. We're seeing here over 513 units of profit past 7 days. That is all documented. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, I've got some hot NBA. After a crap start to my NBA season, I'm finally where I would be. I'm on a 60% run over my last 150 selections, and got a nice NBA 3-pack on board tonight. So join me for some profits.
All right, guys, get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 513 units of profit. He's got his 1-day pass up there. Take those winnings from tonight, make the long-term upgrade. That's the best value over at Pick Dogs. He has his 3, 7, and 30-day all sports pass. You get every play that Alex releases on the site. You set the terms when you make the purchase over on the site. All right, Alex, as always, great to have you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thanks, Tony. See you, Chris. See you, gentlemen. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on with the show, and we're going to head out to Southern California and welcome Al McMordie to the show. Find him top of the leaderboard for 2021 over at Pick Dogs Premium. And Al, you got that winner in on Wednesday.
Yeah, now let's see if we can also keep the stream going on Thursday. You know how these things work. It'll probably reverse, and now we'll lose the free play here today.
All right, here's the play for today for today's show here. Pacers to host the Nets. Nets here laying 4.5, total 241.5.
Hey, 2 nights ago, we actually played in the games of each of these teams. We went against Indiana, and we took Portland, and the Trailblazers blew out the Pacers in that game. We also took Brooklyn in their game against the Toronto Raptors, and they won that 116 to 103. In Indiana's game 2 nights ago, they were without Sabonis. They'll also be without Sabonis for this game tonight. Similarly, Brooklyn will be without James Harden and Kyrie Irving for this game, so both teams are injury riddled. Indiana is in a really, really, really good situation tonight. One of the things I like to do is play on teams that are rested with revenge if they're off a straight up and against a spread loss and their opponent's off a win. Going back to 1991, these rested revengers are 141 and 79 ATS. And even better, Indiana is 49 and 23 ATS. Its last 72 and match up against 400 or better opponents if Indiana lost its last game by 13 or more points. So I think it all adds up to a Pacers cover tonight. They're currently getting 4.5 or 5, so shop around for the best number.
Yeah, shop around for the best number. Pacers, you can get 5 in some locations, so shop for that number against the Brooklyn Nets. All right, Chris, we did get notice here with Irving out with right groin soreness.
Yeah, and I think that the Nets are used to playing without Kyrie Irving, so that's my concern with the getting the low line with the Nets. But I think maybe there's something to this line. I think the Pacers show up, and I think they just need a stronger performance than the Nets do. I mean, the Pacers are hanging on for their lives in this playoff race right now, and I think they need to take advantage of every spot they can get. Kevin Durant shows up to play, but I think the Pacers give them a run tonight, so I'll take the Pacers and the points as well.
Okay, on Pacers plus the points, so they got to get their shooting up there here against the Brooklyn Nets. Of course, Nets without Harden and Kyrie both out. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where we've got action tonight and bases, as well as hockey and NBA. Document number 1 for 2021, over 3,700 units of profit. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, we had a nice night again last night, going 3-1. We're now 23-11, our last 34. One of the winners yesterday was our Major League Baseball Game of the Month on the San Diego Padres. I've got another hardball winner on this Thursday. We're also back in action in the NBA. And for folks of horse racing, I've had tremendous success in the Triple Crown races. I've won 9 out of the last 20 Triple Crown races, including the first leg of the Triple Crown last year when we had Tis the Law. And I should have a long shot Kentucky Derby winner posted imminently. So if you'd like the horses, don't miss that. And if you'd like to join for a week or a month, that's always the best deal. You get all of our award-winning selections.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Al McMordie over at Pig Dogs. Maybe you see the numbers here, over 3,700 units of profit. That's all documented. If you go to the site there and check his profile page, you can see every pick that he's released on the site. It all adds up to 3,709 units here for 2021. He's got his one-day pass. Look for that Kentucky Derby pass, but more importantly, the long-term pass is your best value. 7 or 30 days, you'll get every play that Al releases on the site for that period of time that you choose over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Chris. Good luck to you guys.
Good luck to you as well. Al McMordie here on the drive-thru. We'll continue on here with the show. Before we get rolling here, guys, I just want to remind you, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started in the morning with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Ron Zawacki, you got Brian Bittler at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Then you got your 2 YouTube premium shows, the early and late. Of course, the drive-thru, we're here for you Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And we do ask that you help us out a little bit with those thumbs up, those likes. Keep them coming, guys. It really helps us grow our audience, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony, it does. I mean, like I keep saying it, all the growth that we've seen with Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays in the last year is the majority of it's because of you guys with the likes and the subscriptions. It helps us out a ton, like Tony always says. It helps get the product out there to new and fresh faces who maybe haven't seen it before. It also gives us more views on the mainstream channels as well. So it doesn't cost you a cent. You're already watching the video. It's right underneath us. Just give us that thumbs up. Really appreciate it.
Greatly appreciate that. No doubt, guys. Keep them coming. It was the White Sox Tigers, by the way, with Alex. I think we got a little confused there with the White Sox Indians. The White Sox Tigers are playing that doubleheader. So that play there is game number 2. Let's make sure we got. Yeah, I think the graphic was out there. Tigers and White Sox are 1-0 top 5th. It's a low-scoring game in game 1, but game 2 is the pick with Boyd against Cease here. Tigers at White Sox, 8 p.m. each time. The under here, 6 with Alex Smart. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now, it's time to go ahead and welcome to the show Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing fantastic work there. Tony, how's it going?
It's going good, Tony. How you guys doing out there?
It's doing great, Tony Brown coming to us in Las Vegas, Nevada. Of course, we're looking forward to that NFL draft for the Raiders, but that'll be for another day. Let's take a look at the game you'll be looking at here. We've got the Dodgers at the Brewers. Big line here with LA laying $2 total, 7.5.
Yeah, sometimes it takes money to make money, and it's a big line for a reason. The Dodgers are the defending champs, but we're not even going to have to lay juice in this one. I'm taking the Dodgers on the run line. The Dodgers are the most complete team in the MLB, straight up and down. They're the best on the road. They're the best at home. Like they average 5 runs a game, so we know they can put it up. But really, what's been impressive is the Dodgers' defense. Like Bauer is everything we could hope for, and picking him up as a free agent. He's 3-0 with an ERA just a shade over 2. And we just put a 8-run on the road against Cincinnati, 8-0. You know what I mean? We lead the league in shutouts. That was our 6th shutout this season already. Like, offense wins games, defense wins championships, and that's why the Dodgers are the defending World Series champions, man. Our defense is outstanding, putting up 5 runs a game. No need to lay the juice in this one. Take the Dodgers on the run line at $1.25 instead of $2 and pound it. That's our free play of the day for today.
All right, Tony Brown here on the LA Dodgers run line here in this one. Chris, what say you?
This was one of the games I think I had the hardest time with on the board, just because you know what, I like the Dodgers, I like Trevor Bauer and what he's done, but at the same time, Eric Lauer, who had a disastrous 2020 in his first year with the Brewers, 5-0 with an ERA over 2 against the Dodgers in his career, and that was when the Padres weren't as good as they are now, and the Dodgers have still been good for 4 or 5 years now. So I think this was probably a lean for me towards the Brewers just based on value, but I can make the case either way on the run line or the money line for the Brewers. So I'm leaning towards Milwaukee in this one though.
All right, Chris Buttonhead's here with Tony Brown, looking at the Brewers side here against Tony Brown here with LA Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Of course, this one to begin at 7:40. You have anything to add there, Tony Brown?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not always right. I mean, I'm wrong sometimes, but I mean, the game is not played on paper, and this is a marathon, not a sprint. So you could go with the Brewers against the Dodgers. You would have won once, and you would have lost 6 times. So, I mean, I'm not always right, but Dodgers 6-1 against the Brewers in the last 7. And they beat up on that division. They just beat up on the NL Central division. They're 13-3 in the last 16 against that division. So whenever you bet against the Dodgers in that division, you won 3 times and you lost 13. And whenever you bet against the Dodgers against the Brewers, you won once and you lost 6. So, I mean, you can bet against the Dodgers, but it just wouldn't be a smart move. Mathematically, or any other way.
All right, Tony Brown here. Dodgers run line -1.5 runs, -125 against the Brewers. 7:40 Eastern time start. All right, Tony Brown. Let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium right now. Of course, right now we're sitting in the positive here. Past 7 days, we got baseball, NBA, and hockey up there. What you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, we're wrapping it up tonight. It's draft night in the NFL draft. I'm going to give you guys a real quick free draft pick because I know it can't take too long on the air. It's a prop. Will Seattle draft an offensive player with their first pick? And it's only -150. I'm saying yeah. And then tonight is a huge night for me as well. We have 9 plays on the board. Premium picks, not free picks, nothing soft, not leans. 9 premium picks. 3 NBA games, 3 NHL games, and 3 MLB games. My top 3 games from all 3 majors. You can go get any 3 or all 9 at the site. Make some money, jump on for a week, a month, or my VIP year. You don't have to buy per day, per play, or per sport. You get every single pick I release from every sport, playoffs and championships included, for one low price.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs. Been in the positive here the past 7 days. He's got a lot of action tonight. Pick up that one-day pass, and with those winnings, make the upgrade to long-term That's your best value there at Pick Dogs Premium, that 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass. We also have a 2-for-1 capper special. We can match Tony Brown with another capper of your choice out there. And of course, that will even give you greater value. So check out Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. Just visit his profile page. Make that purchase tonight. All right, Tony, it's always great having you show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you possibly tomorrow.
Always good to be here. Just give me a call. See you guys later. Good luck, Chris.
All right. Good luck to you, Tony Brown.
Good luck, Tony.
Here, Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on with our coverage. Now it's time to bring on Ron Zawacki. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's part of that morning show every day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch and Brian Bittler. And let's go ahead and welcome him to the show. He's been done very well here. Been good to us here on the drive-thru with his picks. Let's see if we can dial him in right now. Ron, how's it going?
Going good. It's a nice evening here. Let's try to get ourselves a nice little winner.
All right, let's do so here. Wild to host the Blues here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Wild going to lay $1.47, total 5.5.
You bet. These two teams just played yesterday, and the Blues made a nice rally in the third period, scored 3, and made the comeback. So for me, the Blues have the nice momentum. They've won 3 games in a row. And just rolling. They're playing the better hockey right now. Their power play last game was perfect, 100%. Scored on both power play opportunities they had. Shut down the Minnesota power play, eliminated the no power play goals. And you look, the Blues on the year have the better power play, 10th in the league on the power play. So that's huge for me. I look at the teams up of 0 day rest going on the back-to-back, and both teams actually are 4-1 on the back-to-back in the same situation. It's got to give in that, and I'm going to take the hotter team, the team with a big giant comeback in the last game, and all the momentum going forward here. I'm going to take the Blues on the money line to upset the Wild again.
All right, we're looking here at the Blues here, plus 132 against the Wild. All right, Chris, the Blues have won 4 or 5 in this series.
Yeah, and the thing is that I always bash the Blues when they're at home, but the fact of the matter is they play better on the road. They're the more desperate team. Like Rod said, that they're having better momentum right now after that comeback over Minnesota last night. Minnesota's a really good team at home, but St. Louis, like Rod said, has all the momentum. I like the Blues in the plus money here as well.
All right, agreement here. St. Louis Blues plus 132 against Minnesota Wild. This one going off at 8 Eastern Time, NHL Center Ice package. All right, Ron, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs. A lot of hockey up there on the board. We got NBA. Look at you, nearly 1,400 units of profit the past 30 days. You've been on fire here. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Oh, yeah, we've been having a great month, and we're going to keep it rolling tonight with Tackle Books Thursday. I've got 2 MLB for you, 2 NBA selections, and 1 10-star NHL play that I just absolutely love. You want to jump on over to Pick Dogs Premium and grab today's package, or even grab something long-term. We got 3 days, 7 days, even a 30-day pass. Can't do you wrong there. As you can see, numbers don't lie. We've definitely had a nice hot month. We're going to keep it going right into May. We're going to go right into the NBA playoffs, and then the NHL playoffs are going to heat up. Baseball is going to keep rolling. Jump aboard. We're going to stay hot and make you guys some money.
That's right, guys. I get on board here with Ron Zawacki over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 1,400 units of profit past 30 days. That is all documented. You go over to the Pick Dogs Premium, check out his profile page. You'll see every play there. And, of course, he's got his big one-day pass tonight. And, of course, take those winnings from tonight. Go long-term. That's the best value. 3, 7, 30 all sports passes. We got the 2-for-1 cappers. You can match Rod with Ninos, Big Al, McMordie, Chris Ruffalo, Mitch. Pick your capper. That's the best value there is that 2-for-1 capper special. And, of course, Rod, I know you're part of that YouTube Premium. Of course, that's going to change May 1st. There'll be some changes there, but you got an early and late show going on right now.
Yeah, you bet. You just have to click the link below here. It'll tell you how to join up. And what's going to happen is that we're going to keep the $50 package, which will give you the morning picks and the afternoon picks. So you'll get 8 selections, sometimes a little more. As you can see today we did way few more today. We all gave a little extra pick here and there, and we have days like that. Sometimes you feel the car a little more and give up more picks. So jump aboard the YouTube Premium. $50 gets you that, and that works out to be 20 cents a pick or less. And keep your eyes peeled for the $100 YouTube Premium that'll be coming here May 1st here, or maybe 2nd. But keep your ears open. Mitch will have more news coming real shortly in the future.
That's right, guys. We're approaching the end of the month here, so tune in to the morning show for that information from Mitch about the new late money show coming up. That'll be part of the YouTube Premium package, a new package coming out. Check it out over at the site, and also be sure to check the link below to get on board with that YouTube Premium. All right, Rod, it's always great having your show. Have yourself a great night. We'll tune in the morning tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time for your show, and of course, we'll be back tomorrow.
You bet. Tune in, and we'll have more winners on the morning show. And let's get this winner tonight.
That's got to winner tonight. It'll be Steak Friday tomorrow. We'll talk to Rod tomorrow. Have a good night, Rod. Ron Zawacki here on the drive-thru. Guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. It helps us grow our audience. And by the way, for those of you that just joined us, just a reminder, if you missed any of the picks, and don't forget, every pick that goes off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or later, so they'll be actionable. We will recap every play at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. Now it's time for our NFL draft prop, and we'll go ahead and bring in Shane Miccol to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Shane, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great. Looking forward to the NFL draft. There's been a lot of talk about it. We're finally talking about it tonight because you can bet on it tonight. That's how we work here on the drive-thru. If you can bet on it tonight, we'll talk about it. If you can't, forget about it. All right, NFL draft, Justin Field, over under 7.5.
Yeah, I really like this. I really like this pick a lot more earlier in the day. I still like it a lot, but the Aaron Rodgers news does concern me a little bit. That who knows where the Packers might trade. What they're willing to give up to move in to that first round. The first three picks seem all but settled. Number 3 might be Mac Jones or Trey Lance, but after that, who knows when the next quarterback goes off the board. I don't see the Lions taking him at 7. Justin Fields at 7. I can see maybe someone trading up to 9, like the Washington football team, to take Justin Fields. So I think that's the highest someone's going to go to get him. I like the over 7.5 draft position for Justin Fields at plus money.
All right, looking here, Justin Fields at plus money here, over 7.5, plus 110, the NFL draft prop here. All right, Chris, what say you in this one?
Tony, you're gonna get a kick out of this, and I'm on the other side of this one once again, but only because it's at 7.5. I think that I think that the Lions are going to trade down from that spot. Me being a Patriots fan, I'll tell you, I think that New England moves up into that spot at number 7 because, like Shane said, I don't think the Lions need a quarterback. They got Jared Goff in that swap for Matt Stafford. And, I think Green Bay still wants to groom Jordan Love to be their quarterback of the future. So I think New England moves in. They can trade up. We've seen Bill Belichick do wily things before. I think they move into number 7 to take Justin Fields.
All right, Budding has anything you want to add to that in the Justin Fields prop, Shane?
No, not really. I just I don't know. I think the Lions want to move down. I just don't know if the Patriots, if it's only the Patriots competing for that draft position or for Justin Fields, I think they might be able to get him a little later, 9 or 10. So I think that'll be under.
All right, they're over 7.5, plus 110 from Shane Miccol here at Justin Fields here. The NFL draft starts at 8 Eastern Time. You can watch on several networks, NFL and ESPN, as well as ABC. They're going to have they're going to have their own unique coverage there. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where we got a lot of action tonight from the NBA. We got some baseball and hockey. What you have going on over at the site?
They've had 2 games already go off today. I got 3 left. 2 NBA, 1 MLB. $29.95 on the site for the 3-pack. Hop on, or let's get a weekend of winning here. Big weekend coming up. Hop on the 7-day pass and let's win.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Shane Miccol over at Pick Dogs Premium. That 1-day pass tonight, $29.99, and of course, pick that up. Go long term. That's the best value with those winnings with Shane Miccol. He's done great work here at Pick Dogs Premium. 3, 7, and 30. All sports pass means you'll get every play that Shane releases over the site. You set the terms when you make the purchase over at the site. All right, Shane, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
One more thing before I leave. There's a few more prop bets I like. Check them out on the Pick Dogs website. I got an article up there.
All right, article there from Shane Miccol, NFL draft coverage. All right, Shane, good night to you. We'll talk to you next week. All right.
Have a good one.
All right, it will continue on here with our coverage. Do you have some draft props at all? Anything you got brewing there? At the end of the show, you're going to debut something?
Yeah, well, I got a bird cage lined up, but you know what? I will look at while we're doing the stuff behind the scenes. I'll look at couple draft props. I'll see if I can scoop up anything I like.
All right. Reason why I said that because you're on a break now. So
I'm
gonna work you on your break. How do you like that?
That's fine. I'm used to it from you. I'm used to you cracking the whip on me during my break. So yeah, I'll find something for you.
All right, he's going to find something for us on the break, and now we're going to go on to Skype and welcome Ninos to the show. You'll find Al over at Pig Dogs. Top of the leaderboard in the NHL this season. Let's go ahead and wire in Al on Skype right now. All rested and recovered. Hey, Al, how you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, All right, let's take a look at the game you'll be looking at. We're going to NBA. Pistons, the host, the Mavs here. The Mavs going to lay 7.5, total 213.
Yeah, they are. They're dealing with a couple of injuries and decided late to rest four of their five starters. But no Luka Doncic on the other side. Dorian Finney-Smith also out for Dallas. They'll still have Kristaps Porzingis leading the way, but I don't see him leading them to a double-digit win here, which is almost what you're asking them to get here, laying 7.5. I see this more as a 1 or 2 possession game. Still think Dallas wins. I just think it's a bit closer than that. And so I like getting all those points here with Pistons, with the Detroit. And I'm taking them with taking the 7.5 with the Pistons.
All right, now Ninos here is going to look at the Pistons here with the 7.5, and of course you see who's not playing, right? It's a lot of guys: Ellington, Joseph, Grant, Plumlee, Dennis Smith Jr. And of course, we do see Jeremy Grant, who is the leading scorer. But on the other side with Dallas, you've got Doncic out. And, of course, we looked here at who else did we have out in that game? Yeah, we had Smith and Terry. But you still have Porzingis in there. But you're real confident here that the patchwork lineup here from Detroit can cover this one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see Dallas blowing anyone out, especially with Doncic on the bench. So gladly take all those points with Detroit.
All right, Pistons plus 7.5 against the Dallas Mavericks, and this one to begin at 7 Eastern time on NBA League Pass channel. All right, now let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where you're doing fantastic work in the NHL. 1,160 units of profit documented, #1 at the site. A lot of hockey tonight with some NBA baseball. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, as far as single packages, I got my best play from the NBA, the MLB, and my best late MLB, my best NHL, and my best NBA bet of the night. If you want some more action, I do have some more picks in each sport. If you want to grab a long-term pass, 2-for-1 pass, you'll get all of those. And again, the season pass for the NHL is still discounted if you want the rest of the season all the way through the Stanley Cup. So grab whatever suits you best.
All right, guys, get on board here with Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. #1 in the NHL. That is all documented. You'll find all the picks over on his profile page. He's got that NHL end of the season pass right now. Every play from the NHL up to the final buzzer of the NHL playoffs, you pick that up for $300. Or of course, you want to try them out for one day, go for that, and of course, make the long-term upgrade once you get those winnings. All right, Al, as always, great having a show. Have yourself a great night. Continue that success, and we'll talk to you possibly tomorrow.
I'll be here, Tony, and if not tomorrow, we'll see you on Monday.
I'll see you on Monday, if not tomorrow. Ninos here on that drive-through. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring in Chris Ruffolo back from his break. All right, Chris, ready to roll here as we'll continue on. You're up next, actually, so let's go ahead and get your play. You're looking here at the NHL, and we're going to go ahead and put up that game information right now as my brain's working a lot better. That was just a one-day thing. Hurricanes here to face the Red Wings, 7 Eastern time. Hurricanes laying 360, total 5.5.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the games I have to keep my eye on because, you see that the Red Wings are, missing 3 of their top 5 scorers: Adam Murney, Robbie Fabry, and I'm trying to. See, Tony, your brain fog is contagious because now I can't remember who the third top scorer is. But you know what? That's fine because you know what? What does that mean? That's fine. I'm still taking the Detroit Red Wings here because you look. It's Dylan Larkin. I just looked it up. Dylan Larkin's out tonight as well. But that's fine. I'm still taking the Detroit Red Wings. Because, let's look at the math. We talked about this last time I covered this game and the Red Wings came in. If these teams have played 7 times this year, and if I gave you a guess, you probably wouldn't say that Detroit's won 4 games this season against Carolina, but they have. Detroit only won 17 games, so do the math. the Carolina Hurricanes are responsible for a quarter of Detroit's wins this season. You bet on Detroit in all 7 games, $100 bet, you're up $693. You bet $100 on Carolina in all 7 games, you're down $856. We talk about numbers, and we talk about how Tony Brown said the games aren't always played on paper, but sometimes you have to go with the side based on value. And value aside, the Detroit Red Wings have shown that they can beat the Carolina Hurricanes on more than one occasion. They've shown it on 4 occasions this season. So I think we're getting fantastic value on the Detroit Red Wings. And the other thing is that with all these guys sitting out, like Dylan Larkin, Adam Murray, Robbie Fabry, you're going to see younger guys come up that are in Detroit's system, and they're going to be looking to make an impact because they're going to be some of the guys that are playing in the future for this team. And with no pressure for this Detroit Red Wings team to go out there and win games, you're going to be able to see them be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more, relaxed, and they're going to have a bit more, free flowing. They're going to be able to just play their game. Carolina, the most dangerous team that you can play is a team with nothing to lose, and I think that's what we've got here with Detroit. So I'm taking Detroit almost 3 times our money against the Carolina Hurricanes.
All right, Detroit here, they beat them, 3 straight games, and we always talk about this in the NFL, but we don't seem to talk about it in any other sport, and that's divisional underdogs. But it applies in baseball, it applies here in hockey.
Yeah, and you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, we talk about it all the time in baseball, divisional underdogs, and we're going to see it, I think, tomorrow with the New York Yankees just laying, and it's not division, but laying minus 350 with Garrett Cole on the mound against Detroit. I mean, the Yankees, based on name brand alone, the Yankees are going to be a favorite. And Garrett Cole's a good pitcher, but minus 350 with the way the Yankees are playing right now. I mean, you got to look at value in certain spots, and Tony, like you said, divisional underdogs in spots like this, you can't beat the value that you're going to get some of these times. And I can tell you, I'm going to give you a little hint as to something that's going on later tonight, but the Buffalo Sabres, again, the worst team in the league, the first team that was eliminated from playoff contention this year, getting plus 320, plus 330 against Boston tonight. And they just beat Boston in the last meeting. So this is a game that Buffalo gets up for. Same thing I think you have here with Detroit. The teams that really have nothing to lose are just going to get up for the games and try to play spoiler in their chance in the spotlight. So I really like the value that we're getting with Detroit here.
All right, we got Chris here, Detroit Red Wings plus 296 against the Carolina Hurricanes. They beat 3 straight here all this season. Of course, this one will begin at 7 Eastern Time. NHL Center Ice package. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium tonight. We got a lot of action from the ice, action on the bases, and from the hardwood. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
We've got a couple of single plays out there tonight. We've got my NBA Black Card Special. NBA play that's going to, you're going to put any amount of money you want on it, and it's going to come back to you. Same thing with the MLB. We've got my MLB Top Dog on the board, where guys hop on one of those long-term passes. We always mention the 3 days, the 7 day, the 30-day passes. Those are some of your best value, as well as the season passes. Like I said, I got a playoff pass for both the NBA and the NHL. I'm one of the puck dogs for a reason, and well, the numbers don't lie. I finished number 3 in the bubble last year. So these 2 late season stretches going into the playoffs are where we're really going to make our money. And guys, even the 2-for-1 capper deal, pair me up with anyone that you saw on the show tonight. That's going to be some of your best value as well. Two top cappers for the price of one. You can't beat that value anywhere. Go check it out over at Pig Dogs Premium.
That's right, guys. Check out Pig Dogs Premium. You can find Chris Ruffolo's plays up there. That 2-for-1 capper is the best value there. Pick 2 cappers for long term. You get a great savings off the regular price. All right, Chris, we'll continue on here on the drive-thru. You can find, as we talked about, Chris over at Pig Dogs Premium. Get that 1-day pass. Make that upgrade with those winnings. All right, let's go ahead and welcome into the show the number 1 capper documented in the NBA this year, and that's James Clark, and he's coming in with an NBA game again, which we greatly appreciate. And let's go ahead and wire in James Clark right now, one of the New York Cappers who joined us after winning that contest. I believe that was it in January? I think it was when it ran. It's been a little while. But James Clark joined us. James, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are y'all, fellas?
Doing great. All right, you're looking at this game at 8 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass Channel. Timberwolves to host the Warriors. Golden State road favorites of 4, total 234.
Yeah, if you if you look at this on paper, everybody probably thinks, the Warriors, they've been playing real good. They'll probably cover this game pretty easy. The Warriors have won 7 of their last 10 games. But But there's a big but. The Timberwolves they've got healthy, and they have been playing real good. They have won 6 of their last 10 games. And when these two teams play, the home team has won 13 of the last 14 meetings. So that goes way back to when when Klay Thompson was there, when the Warriors was a good team. They've in this game, I like the Timberwolves on the money line. To win this game, it's at plus 150. But another thing I really like about this game, I also like the reverse line in this. I look for the Timberwolves to win by 5 or more points. That's a plus 550. I done that last night with the Portland Trail Blazers. I had a good feeling about them. I got a good feeling about the Timberwolves winning tonight. So if you want to go grab that pick, the Timberwolves on the money line, or take the points just to be safe. But I really love the reverse points on this game.
All right, we got James on for the show purpose here. Timberwolves money line plus 155 against the Warriors. All right, Chris, we've seen D'Angelo Russell back. We've seen the offense improve here for Minnesota. They're starting to play a little better defense over the past 5 game span. But again, the Warriors dealing with injuries again. Pascal is out. Oubre doubtful. Of course, Wiseman, we know he's out the rest of the season. Warriors, I believe, with a 10 seed, but really, a game they got to win. But you're in the 10 seed, there's no guarantee that you're going to follow through with that because you're so low there in the rankings.
Yeah, and this play-in tournament's just added a wrinkle that teams that are in 11th and 12th and even 13th are teams that can make some noise over the last couple weeks of the season. But as far as this game goes, I like the value of the Timberwolves on the money line as well. It wasn't a game I was really looking at for much before we started the show, but seeing that the run the Timberwolves are on right now, like you said, with the injuries that the Warriors are dealing with, I'm sure Curry's still got a sore tailbone, but I think there's value with Minnesota here, and it would not surprise me in the least if the Timberwolves won this game outright.
Our agreement here with the T-Wolves money line plus 155 against the Golden State Warriors, and this one will begin at 8 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass channel. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium, where we got some NBA up there. We got 6 games going off. We got some baseball and hockey. We're seeing here document number 1 in the NBA for this season, nearly 1,300 units of profit. What do you have going on over at the site?
Tony, I got a 5-pack. I got 3 of my best NBA plays tonight and 2 MLBs I really love. You go grab in picks after we go 5-0. You can upgrade to 3, 7, or 30 days. Well, you can grab me or one of the other hot cappers. Big Al, he's number 1 overall. Little Al, he's number 1 in NHL. You get 2 different sports there. Chris, Rod. Rod's been on a tear. Tony, any of us, and team us up together. I say this every time I come on here, but it's the truth. We do have the best cappers in the world, and like I said, you also got the all pass for the NBA. You get my picks from if you get it today from now until we crown a championship. I dropped it down. It's at $350 now. It's been selling real good, and I appreciate y'all guys for getting it. I was going to raise the price back up, but like I said, since it's been selling and y'all guys like it, I'm going to leave it at $350. So if you want to get today's package or go upgrade to 3, 7, or any other days, we'll try to put some money in your pockets, fellas.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers, nearly 1,300 units of profit in the NBA. Get his NBA end of the season pass for $350. That's a great value. Every play that James releases from now on to the end of the NBA season can be yours for that one low price. And of course, if you want to try them out for one night, do that and then make the upgrade with those winnings. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. And we'll talk to you a little later on the recap.
All right. Sorry about that, fellas. My camera failed.
No problem. As long as those picks are coming in, there's no problem with that. All right, James Clark here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here with Chris. And reminder, guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. One more pick to go, and then we'll do the full recap. And it's time for yours truly here to step forward here with my play. And of course, we're going to actually have a birdcage from Chris at the end of the show. He's going to debut that on the on the recap, and I think he's going to also verbalize some NFL prop picks as I put him to work on his break. So we'll continue on here on the show as we get ready to put up my game information. We're going to go here, Rangers, Red Sox, both minus 105, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Total sits here at 9. And I'm going to take the Red Sox. I can't. That price there is hard not to take. Minus 105. I know Martin Perez is on the mound, but you know what? He's allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in 3 of his 4 starts. Now, Kyle Gibson counters for the Rangers. Listen, prior to this season, the guy's been a mess. He's been a victim of hard hit contact. He's not gotten a lot, but he's not gotten a lot of run support from the offense this year. Red Sox, best hitting team in the league. Now, when you got a bullpen with an ERA of 3.21, Perez, if you can just go 4 innings, thank you. Rangers bullpen is over 5, and look at Texas. They've lost 4 of 5 since playing their first 2 games that series with the Angels here. I'm going to go here with Boston minus 105. They did they got those wins in those really tight games against the Mets, Chris, as dogs.
Yeah, and I mean, there's another one I can't disagree with you on, Tony. I mean, the value with the Red Sox is here. You know, Perez, not the easiest pitcher to stomach, but I believe he does have a history with the Rangers, if I'm not mistaken. So he knows a lot of the guys in this lineup, even though it is a younger team. And like you said, Kyle Gibson's just, man, he's just. I can't back him with any sort of confidence, because the regression is looming somewhere over his shoulders. Just a matter of picking out the spot when. And I think this could be the spot against a Boston team that's swinging a bat with confidence right now. So I like the Red Sox as well.
All right, so coming here on the Red Sox minus 105 against the Rangers, and this one here to begin at 8 Eastern time. MLB extra innings pass. Guys, I have a 3-pack right now going in baseball and an NBA mixed bag. Be sure to check it out over at Pig Dog Stream. I also have the long-term passes, though, 3, 7, and 30-day pass. So check me out over at Pig Dog Stream. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 capper system. You can pair me up with a bunch of the cappers out there. Big Al. We also have James, Chris. So check it out over there at Pig Dog Stream. Let's continue on here with the show. Now it's time to do the show recap. And James Clark will join us here on this segment. All right, we got started here with Alex Smart. This is Tigers and White Sox. Tigers, White Sox under 6 in Game 2. Al McMordie, Pacers, plus 4.5 against the Nets. Tony Brown, Dodgers run line, minus 1.5 runs, minus 125 against the Brewers. Ron Zawacki, Blues here, plus 132 against the Wild. Shane was on Justin Fields over 7.5 at plus 110. That's an NFL prop. Draft prop, El Ninos, Pistons plus 7.5 against the Mavericks. Chris was on Red Wings plus 296 against the Hurricanes. James, T-Wo's money line plus 155 against Warriors. Yours truly, Red Sox minus 105 against the Rangers. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'm telling you, I'm going to do it 2 days in a row. Unfortunately, I have 2 I had at the top, and I can't pick one over the other. I'm with Al and James on both the Pistons and the T-Wolves. I love both of those equally tonight.
All right, we'll go over to James. Other than your pick, James, which one do you like the best?
I'm leaning the same way. I like Al's pick on the Pistons. You got a lot out for the Mavericks, and the Pistons, they've had players out all season, but you're going to have some players that's going to try to win a spot next year on the roster for the Pistons. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pistons don't even win this game.
All right, I'm going to go here with Alex Smart. I like that Tigers White Sox under in Game 2. That's Tigers White Sox under 6 in Game 2 to start about 8 Eastern time. All right, before we go, Chris, do you have any NFL draft props?
The one that I keyed in on that I really like, I'm going to take, if you guys can find this, the first 4 wide receivers drafted in the exact order. I'm going to go with Jamar Chase, number 1, Jalen Waddle, number 2, Devontae Smith at number 3, and Rashad Bateman from Minnesota, number 4. That's going off at plus 350.
Wow, that's great value there from Chris Ruffolo. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll have a full book of 8 cappers scheduled for the show. And, of course, it all gets started every day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. It's Mitch. We got Ron Zawacki. We got Brian Biddler, so check it out. Let's bring on the crew for tonight's show. And go ahead and before we give the sign-off, we are going to debut the Birdcage here. NHL, we got Red Wings, we got Sabres, we got Canucks, and that's what, plus 47.90 there, Chris?
Yep, plus almost 48 times your money.
Wow, 48 times your money there from Chris. So great value there on the Birdcage. Let's give a wave goodbye to everyone. Have yourself a great night, profitable night, and we'll talk with you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time.